Hello, hello. Well, here I am in wonderful Venice at the Aman Hotel, giving you your live feed from here. And tonight we're going to talk about meditation and mindfulness. I'm in my hotel room and I've been looking around for the best lighting. And the best lighting is in the bathroom, but I have an absolutely huge bathroom. So here we are. Massive. So hey ho, why not in here, right? Okay, so mindfulness. Well, I've written down a few notes. So, what can we do to be mindful? Well, there's a lot we can do to be mindful. You know, as I said, I'm an anti-aging holistic expert, but that covers many, many different things. It's not one-dimensional. There's so many things under that heading. You know, it's got to do with fitness, with exercise, diet, mental and emotional stability, awareness, and all of these things. So for mindfulness, the first thing that came to my mind actually was plastic bags. You know, I think that all supermarkets should ban them. And definitely in Dubai, they just hand them out and I always say to them, do you know that these plastic bags are killing our planet? So, if you try and Hi, sorry, okay, no, we don't want to do that. I'm still trying to figure this out, this live thing. Okay, I see Kimberly and Sandra here. Hello, ladies. If you've got any questions, I will try and answer them. If I can get that on screen. No, it's not that one. I had this problem before. Nope. No, that's turning the camera around. Should have played with this before. Anyway, yeah, so plastic bags. So, try and bring your own bag to the supermarket. Keep it in your car, and reuse it. I'll never forget one of my older boyfriends. One of the first gifts he gave me was a nylon navy blue polka dot shopping bag. Talk about clueless. But that must be 5 or 6 years ago, and I still have that bag and I still use it for shopping. How about that? So I actually wasn't so useless after all. But really, plastic is one of the big things, water bottles, drink from a glass bottle. It's also better for the environment and for your health, because if the water's too cold or too hot, the plastic emits this toxin into the water that is not good for us. And especially for women, it messes with our estrogen, apparently. So, things like that you can do. Try and go vegan or vegetarian, I went vegetarian, vegan a couple of years ago. And I do still eat fish once or twice a week. But I just didn't want to eat animals anymore. And it was very organic. And it happened just, naturally. And I was never a big meat eater anyway, chicken. In Dubai, chicken is full of hormones, so it tastes like rubber anyway. So, try and, even if it's just one meal a day, 2 or 3 meals a week, where you just have vegetarian or vegan. In Dubai, we're very spoiled because we have lots and lots of places where we get this amazing food. So it's not a problem there. Juicing, green juicing, it's all much healthier for you anyway, and much easier on the digestion. So, just be mindful when you're eating, and, obviously the more natural, wholesome foods that you can eat, then the better it is for your health and well-being and youthfulness and all of these things. Be responsible for your actions. It's never anybody else's fault, it's always your own. When you point one finger, 3 point back at you. So, you know, when you're ready to blame someone else for your misdemeanings or whatever they are, think again. You know, try and see the bigger picture and everything. One of the waiters today was upset. I had an argument with someone, and I said to him, you know, step back from the situation and ask yourself, what did you learn from it? You know, there's always something that you can learn from every situation you'll get into yourself. And if somebody triggers you, it's because there's something inside of you that needs to be healed. So, you know, try and be responsible. When we can be totally responsible for our lives, that's when we can change it, really, you know. What else? Mindfulness. The great thing with mindfulness is that yoga is a really great way to be mindful, because when you're doing yoga, it really helps you to stay in the present moment, because you're so concentrated on the moves and getting them right and listening to the teacher. It really does easily bring you back into the moment. And if you're anything like me, it's very difficult for me to stay in the moment. My mind is always all over the place. And it's a good way to help you get grounded, because when we're grounded, we make the right decisions, we're fully present in the moment, and we always have everything we need in any given moment. So it's always a great thing to do. I'm lucky that the gym that I go to does do yoga classes, and I do try and do it at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times if I can manage. But yoga is an amazing practice. And you take it through your life, you know, be mindful, be grateful, stay in the present moment as much as you can. Because in the present moment, we always have everything that we need. It's when we're thinking about the past or worrying about the future, that's what creates anxiety, worry, fear, anger. But in every present moment you're in, you always have everything you need. And the more you can practice doing that, then the easier your life will become. Mindfulness also includes, you know, going out into nature. Nothing can be more grounding than going out into nature. Walking barefoot on the grass, on the beach. All the electromagnetic field is pulled down from your body into the ground. All the electrons that we don't need from, you know, the phone and stuff like that, they all get dissipated back into the earth. So it's great if you can do that every day for even 15 or 20 minutes. In Dubai, it is a struggle because you do have to go to the beach. You just can't walk outside too easily. But now that the winter weather's coming in, it's a lot easier for us that live there, because in the winter it's beautiful and it leads us outdoors a lot more. What else can we do? You know, we really have to take responsibility for our actions. Your life is not an accident, and it's not anyone else's fault. You know, so many people want to blame someone else for the way their lives is, especially if it's a husband or a spouse or your children. You know, it's like, my life is this way because of they did this, or, you know, my mum was like this, or this is why I'm like that. We have the choice in any given moment to be exactly who we want to be. And, you know, the more mindful, the more aware you can become of the greater, bigger picture, then the more you can, and the easier it is for you to change it. For me, it's always good when I listen to binaural beat music. It works on the subconscious mind. It's certain hertz that work on the subconscious mind, and you don't actually have to be physically listening to it. It plays as you sleep, and it's affecting you as you sleep, and you can have it on a very, very low volume so you can hardly hear it, but it still affects you on a much deeper level. We are driven, I think it's 90% by the subconscious mind, and it's the conscious mind that actually has no power over us. It's what we don't know consciously that really affects us. And that's what really creates the life that you have right now, right in this moment. So, you have so many things nowadays, and younger people are so different to when that was my generation. I mean, they are so aware. They have the internet, Google, where you can ask many questions about anything at all and get an answer. And they live in much more awareness than we did when we were in our 20s, even 30s. So we live in a very fortunate time where things are much more accessible to us. So there's really no excuses. Mindfulness also means spirituality, your connection to your higher self, to God, to all that is, to whatever you believe in, whatever your faith is. And the more in contact you can be with your faith on a daily basis, then the more connected you are to spirit, your inner self, and then the easier your life becomes, and the more guided you are to make the right decisions and the right choices. Okay? Meditation. Meditation should be done every day. If you can do it twice a day, it's better. Morning meditation is always the best because you're setting up yourself for the day. They say 4 a.m. in the morning is the very best time to meditate. It's something about being closely connected to God and to spirit. So even if it's 5 minutes, meditation, people get scared of meditation because they think that you have to sit cross-legged on the floor, and clear your mind, empty your mind, and do the Om for 30 minutes. It's not that at all. All meditation means is that you are fully present in this moment. You're not thinking about the past, you're not worrying about the future. Have your cup of coffee, feel the cup, smell the coffee, drink the liquid, feel it going back down your throat. That is mindfulness, that is meditation, that is being grounded in this moment. That's all it is. People overcomplicate meditation, but obviously the longer you can do it, the more in an alpha state you can become, and then the easier it is to manifest. Hi Stanka, thank you for joining. So, the more in alignment you can be with yourself, then the easier it is to meditate. It's like we make time for what we feel is important in our life, but really meditation can help you so much to create the life you want, to answer problems, to solve your issues in your life, just by quietening your mind. And the answer comes, but you have to ask for it. Ask from above, what do I need to do next? You will get a message somehow. You just have to stay aware. Notice the signs around you. Notice the coins on the floor, the feathers on the floor. If you hear something more than 3 times, if you see something more than 3 times, it all has a meaning. There's signs all around us at every given moment. Most of us are too busy on our phones nowadays. We live in a terrible society, really. I posted something on Facebook the other day. In Manchester, apparently, I don't know if it's a joke or not, they're making a slow lane for people that want to be on their phone. I mean, hello? What kind of world are we living in now? Nobody is present. We're all on the phone. You can't sit and have a conversation with anyone. Men text you to ask you out on a date. Nobody picks up the phone anymore. Pick up the phone and talk to somebody. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you, but we've come into this fast-paced society where nobody's got any time for anything. And it's like one day you wake up and you've lost 10 years of your life and you don't know how. So, meditation will help you to come back, to honour yourself, to give yourself time and space, to really nurture and take care of yourself. We all need that, and we don't do enough of it. There has to be balance. Work, play, relaxation. Because it's in the relaxed state, the playful state, that's when you get your most inspiration. So it's very relevant. Imagination is very good to practice. As in, imagine what you want to attract in your life, and it will come to you. But you have to think about it as if you've already got it. So think about the house that you want to live in. Think about the man or woman you want to be with. What attributes do they have? What are the fine details that you can write down? And it's really good to keep a journal, because the brain, when you see something written on paper, the brain takes it in differently, and you can manifest it a lot easier that way. So, buy a nice book that you like the look of, make it your little sacred journal, keep it by your bed and write in it every day. Write about the life you want to create. But don't write I want, write I have, I am. It's always got to be in the present tense, as if you already have it. If you write I want, I wish for, then that's saying to the universe, you don't have it yet. It's something you'll always be wanting. The universe can't differentiate between the past, the present and the future. They're dealing only with the now, so you have to write everything in the now. And that's very powerful to do. They say you should do it for at least a month, but 3 months really helps you manifest rapidly. And I can vouch for that, because it happened to me, and I got all the things that I wished for, and within 3 months it really did manifest like that. So get into the habit of doing these small things, because it's all the small things that make a difference. In a meditation, imagine the life you want to create. Your perfect job, your perfect partner, your perfect country where you want to live, the car you want to drive, the home you want to live in, where do you want to live, how many hours in the day do you want to work. Be as specific as you can, and then the universe creates it for you that way, and it's much easier. Angels are all around you waiting to assist, but you have to tell them what you want. They are waiting to prove to you that they can provide you for all your dreams and wishes. Another good thing is a gratitude list. We've heard it so many times, but really to be grateful for every little thing on a daily basis attracts more of the same. And really feel it with your heart. How happy are we to have running water in the tap, hot or cold, with one flick of the tap, the turn it left, turn it right, hot, cold water. AC to keep us cool, heat to keep us warm in the cold weather. A car to take us from A to B. All the things that we take so much for granted. We are in 2% of the population that have a roof over our head and food to eat every day. How lucky are we? But we take it so much for granted, we don't even give it a thought. Mindfulness. Be mindful, be grateful of every little thing that you have, and you'll really attract more of the same. Get into the habit of writing a gratitude list, either in the morning or at night. 10 things that you're grateful for that day. And then you'll really start to appreciate what you have. They say that if you do something for 28 days, it becomes a habit. So even if it's a bit difficult in the beginning, get mindful, make that effort, do the same thing repetitively for 28 days, and then you'll just be used to it and you'll do it without thinking. Another thing which I believe in greatly are numbers. What you do to manifest money, for instance, is you would get a red pen, and on the left side of your body, anywhere, don't ask me why it's the left side, but you write certain numbers. And great numbers for manifesting are, get ready to write this down, grab a pen or a bit of paper, pencil. I'll give you a few minutes to do that, I'll come back to that. You know, meditation is also very good when you're walking in nature, walking along the beach. It's called a walking meditation. Be mindful of every step that you take. What's beneath your feet? What do you see in the sea? Watching the waves coming in and out, listening to the birds sing. That is all being in the present moment, and that is classed as meditation. Being in the moment, that's all you have to do. So if you've got your pen and paper now, getting back to the numbers. So great numbers for manifesting money are 808, 888, 777, 52, 2210, together 2210, and 5701, and 58 is another one. I can't remember exactly what they are for, but they're all for manifesting money quickly. And get into the habit of writing them on your left side of your body in red pen every day. When it rubs off, write it back on, and it really works. It really does work. You'd be amazed. Another powerful saying, they're called switch words. Wolf, magic, begin now. And you repeat that statement, wolf, magic, begin now, thinking about what you want to manifest in your life. So if it's more money, or a particular situation, or, you know, anything, a new job, keep repeating it. Write it on a stick-it note, put it on the mirror in your bathroom. You're going to see it every day. Do the same with the numbers, on your fridge in your kitchen. Every day where you're going to see the same thing, and it gets into the subconscious mind. It works the same way as a vision board. Because when the vision board, it's like the subconscious, remember, is stronger. So when you're looking at that board every day with all your magical things on it that you want to manifest, it actually happens. And I teach vision board workshops, and they really work. They really do work. I would put what country I'd want to go to. Within 6 months, I'd manifested it. It's like magic, it really is. But I find this statement, I've been using it several months now, and it's really powerful. Wolf, magic, begin now. Notice numbers, because numbers all mean something. You know, the big number of this decade is 11. 11 is the gateway to transformation. So when you keep seeing 11s, know that you are on a fast track to ascension, and you're really going to learn difficult lessons, maybe quick, but you'll get the answers very quickly, and you'll move on. 2 is about partnership. 5s are about change. 1 is new beginnings. 0 is the God number. 7s are about victory. 8 is about balance, and it's the infinity sign, never ending, continual. 9 is completion. 4 is the angel number. So, you know, look at numbers, especially when you're driving. I always see repetitive numbers daily. The number on your phone, the clock, you know, the time that someone sends you a text message, 222. It all has meanings. You know, the flight number, the seat number that you get, it all has a meaning, honestly. Look it up, it's so interesting. So, what else? Yeah, so, you know, there's a lot that we can do on a daily basis that can really change the vibe that we want to create. And, you know, we're coming from the 3rd dimension, where it's all about money, material possessions, into the 5th dimension, where we're working more from the heart center, and about love, and, you know, doing things for the greater good, looking after our planet. And you know, don't think that you're negligible. Don't think that if you don't take that plastic bag that you're not making a difference, because you are. Every little bit that we do helps the bigger the collective. You know, we're all in this together. We all have to play our part. It's so important. So be mindful on a daily basis. Think about what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you can be kinder. You know, you see someone that needs help, go and help them. Offer your support. You know, you never know what someone's going through. And that little smile or that act of kindness, people never forget that. They really don't. And, you know, you can really make someone's day. You never know what someone else is going through. And I think social media can be so cruel, and you know, because you're not in front of that person, people make comments that they would never say to your face. It always shocks me. It's like, if you've got nothing good to say nothing at all. What's the point? How does it serve you? It says everything about that person and nothing about you. You know, so be kind always. It goes a long way. And, you know, try and live your life for the greatest good. And, you know, as long as you can try and be the best that you can be, that's all that can be asked of you. Try to start meditating if you don't do it already. It really helps to ground you. It takes away a lot of anxiety, worry, unnecessary fear. You know, it aids in all of that. There's so much on YouTube, different meditations you can do, 5 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute, 45 minute. I mean, we have so much choice nowadays, so just use it. Be a part of the collective and let's all help each other. So I think that's about it for today. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Katrina Valenti and the number 1. My website is my name also, www.katrinavalenti.com. I'm now working at Hive Clinic, a beautiful new clinic on La Mer in Jumeirah 1. So please come and see us there. We've got some special offers for the opening, some fabulous therapists, dentist, massage girl. It's really a fully fledged clinic. And of course, me offering all my facials, multi-dimensional rejuvenation treatments, and my healing. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Take care.